Hey everybody, it's Kaylin Angelina, and today we are going to be talking about Taylor Swift's brand new album that she literally just announced, The Life of a Showgirl. She announced it on August 12th, and I wanted to wait to film anything because I knew she was going on the New Heights podcast, and I knew that we would probably get more information because we literally got nothing except for the name. On New Heights last night, it was like a 2 hour long talk. We got the track list, we got the album cover. I did get my reaction to the album cover. If I can, I'll put it in here. Unless
Okay.
as a Swiftologist.
Girls, a new era is upon us.
I'm
Okay, it's ready,
so
right?
hate.
Okay, we're ascending to heaven. Oh my god.
Oh
Okay, now what?
my god.
Now what? Now
She
what?
just pretty much want to talk about it. I want to go over each of the track list, what I think each song is going to be about, or loosely, because I feel like I'm so lost in this album. I feel like my mind is just like everywhere right now. I have so much going on. Hopefully this is just like a nice, short and sweet video chatting about the album. Also, if you're not, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that. I just recently uploaded a video podcasting where I talk about all the TV shows I watched as a preschooler, like going through all the shows I watched. So if you're into like nostalgia, that would be a good watch. And then before that, I uploaded a TS12 bingo card before we know anything. So it was like all my host predictions and stuff at the beginning, like before any of this. And a lot of it I already got wrong, but some of it I got right. So you can go back and watch that. You can go back and watch that first and then come back and whatever. Let's just get into it. So she announced Life of a Showgirl. I am so excited for this aesthetic. I've been saying for so long that I wanted her to do some type of like Vegas casino core album aesthetic, and that's literally what this is. The photo shoot, a lot of the photos from the photo shoot are out. She looks great. I think this is her most like high art photo shoot she's ever done for an album. I love the album cover. I've seen people say that that's not their favorite. I like the album cover of her in the bathtub. Just mine, that's my favorite of all the covers. The album has 12 tracks, which I don't know. I wish there was more, but obviously like this was a very like she said she wanted this album to be super contained. So I get it. She said these are the only 12 tracks. There's not gonna be any type of deluxe or anything. I know sometimes she says stuff and then we end up getting extra stuff, but I kind of believe her this time that this is all we're getting, especially since she was writing this album while on her European tour and she like wrote it all in Sweden and stuff. So I kind of believe her, and also like she's working with Max Martin and Shellback, and Max Martin's pretty good at like pulling her back in. I feel like with Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner, they kind of, especially Jack, I feel like they kind of let her go crazy with the track listing and the amount of songs, and I love that personally. I think it's her body of work. If she thinks it should be 31 songs, then let it be. I feel like she really wanted a contained, nice body of like pop that like reminiscent of like 1989 Reputation, and I feel like she knew like Max Martin's really good at like holding her into and helping her get that, so that's why she wanted to go back to them. I personally, Jack Antonoff, I is one of my favorite producers she's ever used. So I am sad to see that he's not on the record because I know there's this thing where he's obsessed with synths, but here's the thing, and maybe you'll see it on this album. Jack Antonoff is not obsessed with synths. Taylor is obsessed with synths. She is obsessed with synths. Like if you look at his credits on other people's work, like Kendrick Lamar's, the Dixie Chicks, Lana Del Rey, there aren't synths on those records because those artists don't want synths on their albums, but Taylor does. That's why he does synths for her, because it's what she likes. It's not him being like, oh, that's my only thing. Like, listen to the GNX record by Kendrick Lamar. It sounds nothing like a Jack Antonoff, what the stereotypical Jack Antonoff record is, and that's because that's not what Kendrick wanted, and can do that. We did not get an announcement for a single. I didn't think we would. I still don't think that we are going to be getting a pre-release single. I think if we were, this would be the perfect time to release it. Maybe I get it's like it's still hype, so maybe when the hype starts to die down in September, then we build it back up with a pre-release single. But I think she really wants this as a body of work. I think there will be a single on release day that she promotes a lot, but I think that, which I think it's probably gonna be the track with Sabrina, the title track, which we will get to, but that's just like my thoughts. I still don't think we're getting a pre-release single. Also, isn't it crazy that on my bingo board, if you watch the video, I said that she was gonna make some type of Vegas casino like reference in the whole album, because like obviously Showgirls exists outside of Vegas, but like when you think of Showgirl, you think of that like glitz glam, you think of like the Vegas Showgirl. So that's next on my bingo board. I'm kind of scared for the solo rights though. I said that she would have at least 5 solo rights, and something with Martin is if you know what I mean by this, is he insists upon himself, and he likes to have songwriting credits, and so I kind of am worried that there won't be any solo rights by Taylor unless she made some type of agreement with him that can get her to be able to put a solo right, because he is like straight up like, if he produces it, he also gets a songwriting credit even if he just produced it. That's why like all of Reputation and 1989 are co-written by Max Martin. It's because he like request, it's not because he actually was sitting down there writing the songs and then giving them to Taylor, or it's her lyrics. So yeah, kind of worried about that one, but there was no rap feature, which sucks. I literally though had it in my mind, oh, we might get a track with Sabrina, but I like totally just didn't put it because I was so really wanted the rap feature. But I literally was like, we might get a Sabrina feature, but I didn't put that on my thing. I put a rap feature. So yeah, that sucks. The album comes out October 3rd. Thank God we're getting rid of Mean Girls Day and it's gonna be the Showgirl Day. I hate that thing. Like the Mean Girls Day for October 3rd. It's always was so stupid to me, so I'm glad that October 3rd is actually the Life of a Showgirl Day now. And it's crazy that like the album comes out in like a month and a half. Like we're not even waiting a full 2 months really for this album, because it's the 14th right now. And then we get to the 14th of September, and by the time we get to the 14th of October, the album will have been out. So it's crazy that we're literally waiting like a month and a half maybe. It's still gonna feel like forever. Oh wait, no, I have to address, because the leaks, oh my god, I had to delete Twitter, and because I don't want to see any leaks. And obviously now everything's pretty much out there. I don't know if any lyrics are out there. I haven't seen anything about any lyrics being out there, but I don't want to see any. I don't, so I'm like staying off Twitter even though like everything's technically out. Also, people are just so fucking negative on Twitter that I like don't want to see it. Like I want to be excited. I don't want to have to see everyone complaining that Taylor Swift is a star. Like, come on now. Anyway, let's go to the track list so this isn't like a 10-hour long video, because I just wanted this to be nice. So track 1 is The Fate of Ophelia. I know that Ophelia is, it's like from Hamlet. Yeah, Ophelia from Hamlet. I don't know why I get the feeling that the album's gonna like start at the end, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like the fate of Ophelia is gonna feel like an over, is it called like an overture, or like the thing that encapsulates the entire album. It's like, I feel like it's like starting at the, I feel like it's gonna be a thing where like the fate of Ophelia is the end of the story, and then we go back throughout the story, like you know how they're like, they show something and then they're like 5 months later, I mean 5 months before. I feel like it's gonna be that, where we have the fate of Ophelia and then we're telling the whole, I feel like this is gonna be sort of a concept album. I did think it was kind of gonna be her telling her story through other showgirls. She still might be. She said that she did not compromise her storytelling for a pop record, which I'm always worried about. She said that she still brought in that folklore storytelling and songwriting, which I'm praying is true. I just love this story. That's why I love the Tortured Poets so much. She said on Tortured Poets she very much was focused on lyrics, and on this album she was very focused on melodies and catchy melodies and stuff. But I still need my lyrics. I need my Taylor Swift folklore Tortured Poets. I need them. So I hope we still get those. I love her clever lyrics. I love her little jab lyrics, but I just need, I need that poetry. So hopefully she's right and we do still get that in this. But I feel like the song title, like the fate of Ophelia, it's a Hamlet, it's poetry, it's Shakespearean, like, so I feel like I have good thoughts for the fate of Ophelia. I'm super excited. I'm excited for this opening track, and I feel like this song is gonna be about like I know with Ophelia, like they thought she was super manipulative or something. Like, I don't know the whole story of Hamlet. I would have to ask my sister, probably. Maybe I will. I probably will. She tried to explain it to me yesterday, but I was like watching the podcast, so I was like, I need to watch this. But yeah, I just feel like this is gonna be a thing about like kind of how a girl is perceived as being kind of like Cassandra, I guess, where it's like they killed Cassandra first because she feared the worst, and then she ended up being right. I feel like it's gonna be kind of like that, where it's like, and like Clairbow. I feel like this whole album is like very Clairbow, and I can do it with the Broken Heart Coded. Even though she said this is what was happening behind this curtain, which I love that like show of like this was happening behind the curtain. I'm so excited for the music videos. If it was up to me, this would most definitely be, if I could choose one of her albums to be a visual album, it would be this one. I just want to see all the glitz and the glam and the like I really wish this was a visual album. I highly doubt it's going to be, but if I had a wish, especially for not getting a deluxe, I think like, imagine, because I was thinking like what's gonna be on the Target deluxe, like if she has one, because she usually puts out something with Target, and I was like, what would be on the Target deluxe if she's not putting out any of their songs? And I'm like, probably not, it will probably be a different variant, and it will probably be different variant and poster or something. But I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if this was a visual album and then like it was a DVD? So it's like you could buy the CD and the DVD, kind of like the Speak Now World Tour, where the CD was the soundtrack and the movie. And so I think that'd be really cool if she did a visual album where you could like buy the DVD to it and like watch. That would be so freaking cool. I'm like keeping my fingers crossed because I think that would be so cool. I think this would be the perfect album for a visual album, but I feel like she like just did not have time for that, so I kind of doubt it is. But I just hope we get at least like 3 or 4 music videos from this era, like please. Next we have the song Elizabeth Taylor, Burn to This Taylor, one of my favorite Taylor Swift lyrics. I think it could be her, it could be her telling Elizabeth Taylor's story, but I feel like it's more so probably gonna be her comparing herself to Elizabeth Taylor, like their career paths to each other, like the two Taylors. We have opalite. I looked up what opalite is, and I guess it's like a gemstone that's not really, it's man-made, so it's not like a real one or something. This song might be like maybe about imposter syndrome and feeling like you're not supposed to be where you are, like you're not real almost, because like opalite is a man-made gemstone, so it's something that doesn't come naturally. And I feel like that's kind of what the song's gonna be about, where her feeling like she like wasn't supposed to be where she is today or something, kind of like imposter syndrome. Next we have Father Figure. If this song samples Father Figure by George Michael, I will freak out. That is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that song so freaking much. I don't even know, like, can't even like process what she would possibly do to it. But I feel like the song's just gonna be about like responsibilities and like taking responsibility and like taking responsibility. But I will freak out if she samples George Michael in this. I hope she does. I also feel like it could be like her taking care of a situation, like her stepping up. Next is Eldest Daughter, and I feel like that is probably going to be the most, if we have a slow song on this album, which I kind of think we won't, I feel like this would be it, but I kind of think it won't be slow. It is track 5, so I think this will be the more melancholy, at least lyrically, one. But I feel like it's probably going to be about responsibilities of an eldest daughter. Next we have Ruin the Friendship. The first thing that came to mind was the fact that Demi Lovato has a song called Ruin the Friendship. But I feel like this one might be that the Demi Lovato one is about like romantic relationships, but I kind of like this one might actually be about friendship. Am I getting the friendship breakup song I was talking about that's on my bingo board? Maybe. I think it could be. I think it could be like about somebody who ruined the friendship over greed or cattiness, or just like, I just think we're getting another, like, I don't think it's gonna be like Bad Blood. I feel like it's gonna be more in depth of the situation, if that makes sense. But I do feel like this is most likely gonna be because I was like, how could this be a love song? I don't know. I hope it's just a friendship breakup song. Next we have Actually Romantic. I think this song is gonna be about like her finding a relationship that's she finds to be actually romantic, and kind of realizing that maybe her past relationships weren't what she like thought they were, or something, or like the rose-colored glasses type thing, where she had rose-colored glasses on in her other relationships, and in this relationship it's more real. I also, if you know the song Bang 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 by Selena Gomez, I kind of could see it being something like that, of being like, oh, my new guy likes to show me off and is proud of me, and talks about me publicly, and that's actually romantic compared to what you made me think was romantic, which was hiding away and not, I think it's gonna be like, yeah. So we have Wish List with $2 signs. This is crazy. I don't know why. I feel like this is gonna be might be my least favorite song, even though I did claim track 8, but I feel like I'm gonna end up not liking this one that much. Because I feel like this, I don't know, I feel like this song is gonna be literally her wish list. I think it's gonna be, well, I think it might be like things she wishes for now that she got her big wish to be a star. I feel like it might be like, okay, now I got what I wanted, now what do I wish for? Like, what's the next thing I want in life? Next we have Wood. I haven't seen anyone say this, but I'm assuming that Wood is short for Hollywood. So I feel like this is going to be another really Hollywood centric, what Hollywood did to me, what Hollywood does to people song, or what Hollywood expects from her, what Hollywood took from her. Yeah, I think the Wood is short for Hollywood. Next we have Cancelled, exclamation point. I feel like this song, first, can't believe she has a song called Cancelled, but I feel like this song is going to be her, like, talking about wanting to hide away maybe after being canceled, and wanting to just run away from it all, but then deciding not to, and deciding to take that power back. Like her wanting to retreat from the spotlight, but then her coming back and taking over all over again. Next we have Honey. That doesn't give it much description. I feel like this is probably going to be a love song. Slow like honey, love like honey. I don't know. Like this is gonna be the love song. So but watch me be wrong, because usually like she likes to like do the opposite of what you think it'll be. Like LOML, really saying for of my life, happiness being a sad song. Kind of think that's what Honey's gonna be. And the last track, Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter. I'm so excited to hear them sing together. I feel like this one is definitely gonna have a music video. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the first single, especially because it would help promote not only Taylor's album but Sabrina's album that comes out like exactly a month and a couple days before Taylor's. I think it could be about like what it takes to be a showgirl, the sacrifices you make to be a showgirl, wanting to leave but you keep coming back because of how addictive the life is of a showgirl and that fast-paced life is. And I think it's just gonna be about that. So yeah, that's all the songs. And I think that, what songs do I think are going to be singles? The Life of a Showgirl, I think that probably would be the first single. I would really like Elizabeth Taylor to be a single. I think that would be interesting. I think Father Figure, since that like sound is trending on, has been trending on TikTok, I think that if Father Figure was a single, I think it could end up being like a TikTok, trending on TikTok, since the Father Figure song already is. Taylor's version of it could be trending, so I could see that being one. Kind of see Wishlist also being one, just because the way it's so like with the dollar signs. But right now my top three for what I think would be singles is Life of a Showgirl, Father Figure, and Wishlist for what I think could be singles. So yeah, that was just like a quick video. I have so much going on, but I don't know what else to make videos about on this topic. I feel like now it's just like a waiting game. I did order all four of the deluxe. Since she said that we're not getting any more like songs and stuff, I assume the only other CD that we will get was maybe the Target one. So I just went ahead and ordered all four of the ones. So they come with like a charm, and they come with like one comes with a bracelet. Two of them come with charms. One of them comes with a bracelet, and then one of them comes with a necklace. And I just ordered all of them because I got too excited, but I don't regret it at this point. So also, cause like I can give one to like my mom, but I will see you guys later. Bye.